Kelly, and welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, welcome, welcome. So friends, Crocktober is coming to an end. Boo-hoo! I know you guys are so sad. I hope you guys have been enjoying the recipes that I have been sharing with you, but please don't worry. I have a ton of new ideas coming the next couple months. I've been planning, working hard behind the scenes, so trust me, you're going to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, there's a lot of fun things coming up in the next several months. If you haven't already, please make sure you go check out my Crocktober giveaway. I'll put that video in the description box below with the link, so that way you can just click on it and go check it out, because that will be ending at the end of October as well, and I'll be shortly picking a winner, so you're not going to want to miss that. So hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. So today, friends, we are making Crockpot Lasagna. I have never made Crockpot Lasagna before. I have been wanting to for like the last 2 years. So today I'm finally doing it. This recipe is from Slow Cooker Meals. I again will put the link to this recipe in the description box. I have been enjoying quite a few of their recipes, and I have shared their recipes in the past. I'm really enjoying it. So please check them out, not only for this recipe, for other recipes as well. So let me stop talking, turn the camera around, and we're going to go over all the ingredients that we're going to be using today to make this lasagna. All right, my friends, so first we're going to start with a pound of ground beef. I also have, it calls for a pound of Italian sausage. I had 3 Italian sausage. I'm just going to go ahead and take out of the casing and use that. We're going to be using some Italian seasoning. It does not call for parsley, but I am going to be adding a little bit of parsley in the ricotta cheese because that's what my hubby likes. We're going to be using some onion powder, salt, pepper, minced garlic, some Parmesan cheese that I'll be grating. It calls for 32 ounces of ricotta cheese. I could not find the larger containers. I could only find the smaller ones. These are 15 ounce, so I only have 30 ounces of that, so we'll be using that. Let me go back up here. We have mozzarella, shredded mozzarella cheese. We have oven-ready lasagna noodles. I thought I had a full box. It calls for 12 ounces. This is 12 ounces. But I have another box. It's a different brand, so I'm going to be using both, and let's see how that turns out. And it also calls for the ragu traditional style sauce. Now, it calls for 2 jars of that. I do want to say that I am not a jar sauce eater. We make our own homemade sauce, and I only had 1 container left, so I did not have enough to make this lasagna. I have not had time to get the sauce made before Crocktober ends, so the Slow Cooker Meals recommended this particular brand, so that's what I'm using. So I'm just saying up front, I am not a jar sauce fan, so we're gonna see how this turns out. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but I bought what he recommended. I was very tempted to go with the store brand, but I didn't. And then just some cooking spray to spray the crock pot. All right, my friends, so that is all the ingredients that we're going to be using. I will do a little bit of prep work behind the scenes just for the sake of time, and then we'll go ahead and put this together. So let's get started. All right, my friends, we are getting started here. All right, so I have a little bit of salt in my pan, just something I've always done. I have a pound, this is a little over a pound of ground beef, and then I have my Italian sausage. I have almost a pound of that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in our pan. We're gonna go ahead and brown this up. It's gonna cook for about 5 minutes or so. So I just wanna get them 2 meats well blended. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a half, oh, is that a half? Yeah, I thought I saw a quarter at first. I was like, wait a minute. We're gonna add in a half a teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to add in a half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay. And then we're gonna add in 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay. Now we're just going to go ahead and stir this up really well. And then we're just going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, and then we'll go over and drain all the excess fat off, and then we'll come back and add our sauce. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get our ingredients ready and mix up the cheese mixture. Okay, my friends, so I have my cheese mixture I'm going to mix up. One thing that I totally forgot to mention in the beginning of the video was we are going to be adding 2 eggs. I will make a note of that when I edit the video in the very beginning, just in case you watch it and make your list based on the ingredients in the beginning. I will make a note of that, but we're going to be adding 2 eggs. So right now I have 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese in here. Now I have 1.5 cups of shredded Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to dump that right in there. And then we're going to go ahead and add our ricotta cheese, and that is 32 ounces of ricotta. And like I said, the container that I bought, there was, oops, I just dropped some on the counter. These are 15 ounces. Unfortunately, they didn't have the larger container. I don't know about you all, but I've been struggling finding some things for ingredients for dishes that I've been making. It's been very frustrating. So if there's things that you use on a regular basis and you're struggling finding it, I would suggest stocking up. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead in and add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. 1 and 2. And then I already pre-measured my ingredients out just to make this a little bit easier. I have here 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And as I mentioned earlier on, they did not call for parsley, but we love parsley. So I have a tablespoon of parsley, and I'm going to just dump all of that right in there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add our 2 eggs. Probably should have got a bigger bowl. And 2. And that's all that goes into our cheese mixture. So we're going to go ahead and mix that up real quick. Definitely should have had a bigger bowl, more sturdier bowl too. Alright, it looks like I did a good job. Just want to make sure I have everything off the bottom. Yep, looks good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead over and give our meat a little bit of a stir and just clean up a little bit here. And then we'll go ahead and put this together. Alright, my friends, it looks like we are good to go. So we're going to go ahead over to our sink and get this drained off real quick. Alright, there we go. Right. Just put hot water in the sink real quick. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and dump that back in our pot and head over and add our sauce to it. All right, my friends, so we're gonna go ahead and add 2 jars of the Prego pasta sauce. Try not to splatter this all over me. Go ahead and put this one in. Go. All right, let's go ahead and get this stirred really well. The key here is not to splash it down the front of me. Alrighty, now the recipe says to reserve 1.5 cups of this meat sauce, which goes on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out now, so that way we have it. There's my 1/2 cup. I don't know if I should just use my regular liquid cup. I probably would have been smarter. All right, so I have 1.5 cups reserved. Now we're gonna go ahead and take this over and start putting our lasagna together. All right, so it says to add 3/4 cup of meat sauce to the bottom of the pan. So I have that here, and we're going to spread that out. And I did spray my crock pot with some Pam, just in case it sticks to the side. Make sure we get everything covered on the bottom. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and put down our noodles. It mentions that you use 5 noodles, but look what happens when I put mine in. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to do, I have one that's broken. I have little spots here on the side. I think I'm just going to push it up and just kind of throw them in on the side like that. So we added our noodles. Now we're going to go ahead and add, it says 1/2 of the sauce that's left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Pour that in. It's probably about 3 cups for this layer. Yeah, it's about 3 cups for that layer. And it says to spread it out and get all the noodles covered. So we're going to make sure that we do that. Okay. It looks good. It smells pretty good, friends. It smells pretty good. And then we're going to layer 1/2 of our cheese mixture in here. So we're going to pop that down. It says to use 1/2 of it. So we're going to just spread that out like that. Looks so good. I really hope this turns out because it looks delicious and it smells delicious. Add a little bit more. I'm not using 1/2. It's so hard to tell. There we go. We'll just make sure everything's covered. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and add some more noodles, I believe. Yep, let's get the noodles. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in some more noodles. And then I have one extra here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and break that up. I'm just gonna throw that in there. like that. That. So we had the last of our noodles, and now we're going to go ahead and pour the last of the sauce, excluding that 1.5 cups. Don't forget that we have to the side. I think I'm just going to pick the pot up and dump it. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and spread this all out, make sure all my noodles are covered. Yeah, I'm feeling awful fancy here because, like I said, I've never made lasagna before. I have been wanting, my husband always makes our lasagna. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I don't know why. Now we're going to do the cheese, which is the last of it. I'm going to spread it out a little bit so it's easier to spread. Put lumps here and there. Go. This is the wet. All right, let's get this spread out. And then we're going to use the last of my noodles, and that worked out perfectly. That's all that I had in the box. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the last of our sauce that we had reserved, that we took out. And then this is all that we're doing. We will add cheese to the top of this when it's pretty much done, and then we'll just melt it at that point. So I just do want to let you know now that there will be more cheese, mozzarella cheese, added to the top of it. But that is it right now, friends. Looks and smells good so far, so I am very excited. So let's go get these hands washed, and then we'll get this plugged in. All right, my friends, we're gonna go ahead, put the lid on here. This is going to cook on low for about 4 hours, it says. So let's go ahead. 4 hours exactly. On low. All right, my friends, so this is going to cook on low for about 4 hours. Then we'll add cheese on top and let it go for about 15 minutes or so, just for the cheese to melt. And then we'll go ahead and plate it up and do a taste test. I gotta say, I'm really, really excited about this. I have no idea why, but I am really excited about this. I cannot wait. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. So I will see you very shortly. All right, my friends, so it is dinner time. This has been in now for 4 hours. You definitely see the noodles have expanded. It's puffed up. I have some garlic bread. I'm going to throw in the oven in a few minutes. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes for the garlic bread. So in the meantime, we're going to turn the camera down, add some mozzarella cheese on top of this, and then put it in for about 10 minutes, and then everything should be ready. So let's turn the camera down and take this lid off and check it out. All right. Ooh, that smells delicious. Very hot. It's got a little bit of juice there, or water. I'm wondering if we should have put a paper towel over top of that. It's like, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and add some of our mozzarella cheese. Put the lid back on and let it go for about 10 minutes. All right, my friends, I did grab a paper towel. I had like a pocket of water there and there. I think it was just the condensation from the lid because it was pure water. I took a paper towel and soaked it up, and it was just water. It wasn't grease or anything. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to remove all that water just before I put the cheese on. So let's go ahead and add some cheese. It does smell good. I have a good feeling about this. I go ahead and put the lid back on. Get this melted, and then I'm going to throw my garlic bread in real quick, and then we'll have dinner. All right, my friends. Here we go. Ooh, looks good. Looks good. All right. Going to cut it up, put it on a plate, and do a quick taste test. Friends, I just had to show this to you. Look, look. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that looks delicious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That looks delicious. Yeah. All right, let's try it. Here is my plate. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. So I'm gonna take a quick bite and see what it tastes like. Got a little bit of everything on it. This is good. Another big bite. I'm trying to see if I can tell the difference between the sauce, because we use homemade sauce. This definitely has a little bit sweeter taste than our homemade sauce, but this is really good, friends. I like it. I think hubby's gonna like it, and I think the son might put down on the screen what they say after dinner, but I will definitely be making this again. Of course, I'll be using my own homemade sauce because I prefer that over any jar sauce, but honestly, this is really good. I'm pretty impressed. This is a big thumbs up, big thumbs up. So friends, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, hit that little subscribe button because it greatly helps me out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter as well, as I'm active on those sites. I'm going to link in the description box the video to the Crockpot giveaway that ends the last day of October, so you're going to want to go ahead and enter if you are interested. So friends, thanks so much, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye.